We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
And if so, we'll see plenty of runs that will be big time in 2018. Because in 2017, he took over the starting running back job as a rookie and was off to a terrific start. In fact, if you ask people in the Minnesota Vikings organization, they were giddy at the fact that they were able to get him outside of the first round and plug him into the lineup. They expect him to be big time in this season.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is DJ Chark. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Bortles now to throw. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On 3rd down, that's Oliver. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Is there any doubt in your mind that T.J. Watt fits perfectly going to Pittsburgh?
Blue-collar guy, blue-collar town.
Yeah, but he's also got elite skills, too. Coming off the edge, this guy can flash around the corner and usually ends up wrapping up ball carriers and quarterbacks.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Texas A&M, Christian Michael. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. 3rd and 2, Watson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In for the score. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Let's go. Spread left.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaq Lawson with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Omaha.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. On the run, it's Oliver. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. Here's a carry for Oliver.
And he'll be take him down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Reset.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Watson just beating the play clock. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, good hurdle. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. Throw left side complete. It's Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the bootleg, it's Brissett rolling to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the Steelers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett, he's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 24.
Flex round! Flex round!
Brissett to throw on first. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second down, Brissett. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Down! Black 22! Black 22!
On second down, here's Watson. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Black 22! Black 22!
Now a handoff. It's Christian Michael. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Down! Blue 80! Blue 80!
To throw on second is Watson. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey! Blue 80! Blue 80!
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Green, the line! Green, the line!
Now a give. It's Michael. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. From the 50, it's Watson. The open man is Westbrook. And he's brought down. The result, a first down, as the quick slant gets him 14. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
On the ground, it's Michael. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They run again with Michael. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Down! Blue 80! Blue 80!
Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he fends him off. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And Forbath's kick is no good. It's wide left for Forbath, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st and 10, Brissett is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Vince Beagle in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jacoby Brissett with time running out. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will knot us up at 10. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
Yeah, it's been loud in here so far. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, let's go. What time is it?
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Brissett on first down. Steps away. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jamal Adams, their #1 pick a year ago, there on the coverage. You know they're going to be looking his way in overtime. He's had a fantastic game, but unable to hook up there.
And how many times do we see this situation where they actually complete that pass and you wonder to yourself, how do you let him get open? How do you not know they're going to go to him? He's their big play guy. In this case, they defended it well and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go. Spread 38. Spread 38.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
First throw in OT for Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Watson now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. On first down, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And to the tight end here, Severian Jenkins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, Watson. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back 22!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Back to throw, Watson. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And avoids the contact by sliding. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. On the run, this is Michael. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Well, what was the term that you just used a minute ago?
Well, especially in overtime, mistakes get magnified, so it's time for us to get our microscopes out, right? I mean, take a look at what's going on out there. That was very close to being a crucial play.
Yeah, got to look that ball in, didn't, and it hit the ground. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, we had 2 ties last season in 2016, and now we've got another here.
They're part of the game, and I can sound philosophical here and say, well, what can you do? But neither team happy, right? No one wants to walk away from here with a tie, but I guess it's better than walking away with a loss, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the bright side for both teams, but nobody walking away a victor. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.